If you want to make more money as an online nutrition coach, the best thing you can do is niche down. But how do you narrow down your focus? In today's video, I'm going to teach you a step-by-step method to find your niche as a nutrition coach. One of the smartest things you can do as a nutrition coach is to get more specific with who you work with. This is called finding your niche, which means catering your nutrition coaching to a specialized segment of the market. This helps your nutrition business grow for two reasons. Number one, you become an expert in one area, helping you deliver better results. Listen, it can be very overwhelming trying to help everyone. You need to master helping people lose fat and peak for competition and manage their hormones, gain muscle or adjust their nutrition as they age, and so on and so on. I'm getting overwhelmed just going through this list. And for most nutrition coaches, this leaves them stuck. They feel so paralyzed with the thought of trying to help everyone that they end up helping no one. But once you get over the guilt of trying to please everyone, you can start to focus down and stay in your own lane. You get to really dig into what you know and who you're comfortable working with, and this builds confidence. Confidence to deliver results and become an authority in one area. But this doesn't just help the results you get as a coach. There's more. There's a second part. It becomes much easier to market your nutrition coaching. When you niche down, you become better at communicating what problems you solve for a specific person. Creating social media content becomes so much easier because you know exactly how these people feel and what they want. Which means when new people come to your social media pages, they know exactly who your coaching is for. And it might not be for everyone, but that's okay. You start to stand out because you're solving specific problems for specific people. And this is why it is so important to niche down. It allows you to become an expert in a given subtopic of nutrition coaching. This dramatically improves the result of nutrition coaching and allows you to make more money. If you're completely new to this term, niching down means having a clear idea of who your ideal client is. Your ideal client is who you are best suited to serve given your experience and unique skills. But also your ideal client is someone that has real problems and wants and desires that you will be able to solve through your nutrition coaching. And once you better understand your niche, you can start to position your nutrition coaching as the best option for them to go with. Especially if you feel like you'll leave someone out. I get it, I've been there. At the beginning of my nutrition coaching career, I resisted niching down. And now looking back, I can see it really held me back. It really capped my income because I was stuck as a generalist, working with everyone like most new coaches, which means I had a really hard time standing out. Those are two huge hurdles for any nutrition coach. So it's time to narrow your focus by niching down. But how do you do it? There are a bunch of different ways to niche down. You can niche down based on demographics or what this person does for work, or who they hang out with, or what they have in common with other people. Or you can niche down based on goals, desires, and problems. There's even room to niche down based on how they feel or what they want. The possibilities are endless, which can make the process of niching down a little overwhelming. But fear not, in this video, I'm going to show you a step-by-step process to find your niche as a nutrition coach so you can help more people and make more money. Let's do it. Step 1, reflect on your personal experience and passion. Chances are the person that you are best suited to serve is right in front of your nose. Nutrition impacts so much of your life, from how you look to how you feel to even what you're able to accomplish, which means there are endless ways for a nutrition coach to help someone. The important question for you is, what are you truly passionate about? What nutrition-related problems have you been able to overcome in your life? Do you have a personal experience, like say doing some shift work that's really challenged the way you eat? Is there an area that you've researched and perfected purely because you've always been drawn to it? Chances are there's something that really interests you, a focus that you are drawn to that you'd be really good at, where you could help people just like you. This is the place to start. It isn't always going to be your niche or where you end up or the exact person that you should be targeting, but it's the best start. And most importantly, it's usually right in front of your nose, but good coaches can help you identify this. Take my client Chelsea, for example. Chelsea's a former weightlifter and research scientist that left her job to become a yoga instructor. Practice of yoga really helped her slow down and really helped ground her. And interestingly enough, she started to notice that not everyone that came into the studio wanted to eat granola or go vegan. Actually, some of them wanted to lose weight. And Chelsea had a lot of success managing her own weight using a tracking-based approach. You get what I'm laying down here? Chelsea's been able to focus on helping yogis lose weight and nourish themselves, and it's really taken off. And the best part is, she doesn't always have to talk about nutrition. Since she helps people doing yoga, she can just talk about yoga and her content is on brand. Now people know exactly what they're going to get when they come to Chelsea's page, and it's working really well. The lesson here is following your passion when it comes to picking your nutrition coaching niche. It rarely steers you in the wrong direction. But once we identify our passion, we need to make sure we do this. Step 2, validate people in the niche actually want what you have to offer. Chelsea knew that people doing yoga actually wanted to lose weight because people kept coming into the studio asking about it. We need to validate that people actually want the thing that we have to offer. And the sooner we can do this, the better, because it can save us a lot of time and a lot of frustration. So once we have a better idea of who we're best suited to serve, we want to get a better sense of, do they actually want this thing? One way of doing this is to simply have conversations with people that are in the target area. But additionally, it's always smart to see if there are any other competitors in the area. Here's the deal. It might not feel like it, but you actually want competitors. Going places where no one else has gone before should be reserved for space travel and nothing else. Why? Because sometimes big holes exist for a reason. And that reason is no one wants it. If it doesn't exist, it's probably because it's unprofitable. But if there's some healthy competition in the area, that's usually a good sign. And there's going to be plenty of time later to find ways to stand out and what sets your coaching apart. But for now, we want to check out our competitors and assess who their target market is and what problems they're solving. We do this by assessing and taking a closer look at what kind of content they're creating to reach this target market. They've already done the heavy lifting. Research what they're doing and start to think about what you could be doing differently and, of course, better. Once we do this, we want to get closer to what people in the target market really, truly want. Step 3, solving problems for your niche. Once you realize what lights you up and that your niche is going to be profitable, you need to get closer to what problems your niche is currently facing. Because then you can discover what they want. And not just what they say they want, what they actually do about what they want. One way of doing this is to see what other competitors are posting about in their testimonials. What are people achieving? Is it weight loss or is it a specific payoff in their performance? This is a great way to see what they want. But we can also use search engines to get a better idea of problems and payoffs even sooner. Amazon is great for this. Amazon is a powerful search engine where people are doing more than just searching, they're actually buying. So if we go to the platform and search something like busy mom weight loss, we start to get this kind of result. This is a book that has 5,600 reviews. People are obviously buying it and reading it. What we do next is start to look at the good and bad reviews and get a sense of what people are saying about it. Reading through these, I'm starting to see trends about improving confidence and liking who I am, but also losing weight and enjoying new and fun recipes. Listen to this one. I lost about 50 pounds just by cooking and enjoying her recipes. I fell off the wagon a little bit over the summer, but I'm really looking forward to getting back to it and eating real food with this book. Weight loss, confidence, real food, recipes. Everything the client wants is right in front of us. Having real conversations with the target market, using search engines, but also assessing what your competitors are doing, gives you the best idea of what specific problems your niche wants solved, which is great. But others are already doing it, so how do you stand out? Step 4, what you bring to the table. We talked about positive reviews on search engines, but what do the negative ones tell us? They tell us where others are dropping the ball and what needs are being unmet. Is it an unfriendly coaching service or making the client feel like just a number? Maybe the clients don't see a compelling reason why they should go with the coach. They don't understand their pain or know or feel what it looks like. There are tons of ways that you can add value to this niche. You need to identify them and start to use them to your advantage. Once identified, you can start to build pieces of intellectual property around them. When I was focusing on helping powerlifters make weight for competition, I was one of the first coaches to establish that athletes should use different strategies depending on where they are in relation to the weight class. This would boost their performance and improve their placing. So I created a piece of intellectual property around it. And I was no longer just another nutrition coach for powerlifters. I was the creator of the Way of the Weigh-In weight cutting system, which powerlifters wanted to use, but they could only get through me. This is how coaches stand out, but it's not always about your approach. Maybe you make things fun and enjoyable in a niche that is typically dry or boring. What makes you stand out? This is your superpower and what you need to tap into. So at this point, we have a niche that we believe in, that we believe that will be profitable, and we understand our target market and what will make our coaching stand out. There's only one thing left to do, and that's to test it. Step 5, test your idea. It's time to see if it works, and the best way to do that is to make an offer. On social media, announce your new coaching direction and tell people how it will help them. You're doing this at an introductory rate for a limited time only. This is a great test. You can gauge interest and validate if it will actually work. But don't worry if it doesn't take off at first. This is something that you're going to need to spend some time focusing on. Sometimes even 2 to 3 months to get the right eyes on you, to collect the right stories and testimonials and make a compelling case. So take your time and be patient. And that's it, folks. A 5-step process to find your niche as an online nutrition coach. Remember, finding your niche might take some time. And you may have to try different things before you find something that clicks and works. Give it some time, show up consistently, and see what works for you. But niching down is a move that's going to help you make more money and help more people. So you need to do it, and I hope this helps. Now, as great as all these tips are, if you're really serious about starting a nutrition coaching business, the next thing I'll have you do is check out this video I have linked up right here on how to keep all these new nutrition clients organized. So make sure to check it out now, and I'll see you in the next video.